Hello, friend. Welcome to History ZZ. We're glad you're here. In a moment, we'll take you somewhere far away. Another time, another world. All you have to do is get comfortable, let your breathing slow, and follow along. If your eyes get heavy, let them close. We'll keep talking. History has a way of carrying you off to sleep. Tonight we travel to ancient Rome, to the final golden hours of a city that would soon be lost forever. This is the last night of Pompeii. Close your eyes. Let your breathing slow. We are going back, very far back, to a warm evening in late August. The year is 79 AD. You are standing at the edge of a city unlike anything you have seen before. The streets are paved with wide, flat stones, worn smooth by 200 years of sandals and cartwheels. The buildings rise 2 and 3 stories high, painted in deep reds and warm yellows. The plaster still holds the heat of the afternoon sun. This is Pompeii, and tonight it is sleeping. The population of Pompeii numbers around 20,000 souls. Merchants who rose before dawn to open their stalls along the Via dell'Abbondanza. Fishermen who have already mended their nets for tomorrow. Bakers whose ovens never fully go cold. Children who chased dogs through the forum all afternoon and have now been called inside. Slaves who cook and carry and clean. Senators on holiday from Rome, reclining in villas with views of the bay. Old women who remember when the last earthquake came 17 years ago. They rebuilt then. They always rebuild. Tonight, all of them are settling in. The oil lamps are being extinguished one by one. The city breathes out, slowly, quietly. The smell of the city at night is particular. Wood smoke from the last of the evening fires, bread from the bakeries, which will begin again before sunrise. Salt air drifting in from the Bay of Naples, just 3 miles to the west. And underneath it all, something faint. Something the locals have learned not to notice. Sulfur. It rises from the ground around the mountain sometimes, in the springs, near certain wells. It has always been this way. It is simply the character of this land. Volcanic, restless, fertile beyond measure. The grapes grown on the slopes of the mountain are the best in the region. Everyone knows this. The mountain has a name, of course. Vesuvius. In the wealthier quarters of the city, the villas are quiet now. The atrium pools, the impluviums, reflect the night sky in still rectangles of water. Mosaic floors lie cool underfoot, their tiny colored tiles depicting dolphins and Neptune and the faces of gods who no longer seem to be paying attention. In one of these houses, a woman has fallen asleep with her gold jewelry still on. A bracelet in the shape of a serpent, coiled around her wrist. She means to remove it. She will do it in the morning. In an adjacent room, a man lies on a low couch, a half-unrolled papyrus scroll balanced on his chest. He was reading Virgil. He did not make it past the 3rd book. His breathing is slow and deep. He is dreaming of Rome. Down near the harbor, the fishing boats rock gently on the dark water. The Bay of Naples spreads out to the west and south, an enormous crescent of sheltered water that has made this region prosperous for centuries. Merchant ships are anchored in the deeper water, their cargo secured for the night. Amphorae of olive oil, bolts of cloth, wine sealed with wax. Garum, the fermented fish sauce that Romans put on everything, that Pompeii exports to the entire Mediterranean world. A harbour cat picks its way along the stone quay, pausing to sniff at an overturned basket. The water is very still. Later, historians will note that the fish disappeared from the bay several days before. But tonight, no one is thinking about the fish. In the bakeries, the bread ovens still hold their warmth. Archaeologists will one day find 81 bakeries in Pompeii, an extraordinary number for a city of this size. In some of them, the bread will still be inside the ovens when they are excavated, nearly 2,000 years from now. Round loaves, divided into 8 sections, scorched black. One of them will have a stamp on it, the name of the baker who made it. His name was Sella. Tonight, Sella is asleep in the room behind his bakery. He will rise again at 3 in the morning to start the next batch. He has been doing this for 20 years. He will do it again tomorrow. He believes. In the amphitheater on the eastern edge of the city, the stone seats are empty. Earlier this summer, there were games here, gladiators, and the roar of 20,000 voices. The Pompeians take their games seriously. Graffiti on the city walls declares the names of favorite fighters with the same passion that later centuries will reserve for athletes and musicians. But tonight the amphitheater is silent. Moonlight falls on the empty sand of the arena floor. A breeze moves through the stone arches. Somewhere in the city, a baby cries once and then goes quiet. Somewhere a dog dreams. The city is fully asleep now, and high above, in the darkness above the rooftops, the mountain holds its breath. Let yourself settle now. Let the weight of the day leave your body. You are in Pompeii. The night air is warm. Somewhere nearby, a fountain trickles in an empty courtyard. The sound of it is very steady, very gentle. It has been trickling since before you were born and will go on long after you have drifted off. The stones beneath your feet remember every footstep that has ever crossed them, every merchant's cart, every child's running feet, every senator's slow and important walk. You are just one more quiet presence in a city full of quiet presences tonight. Rest now. The mountain will wait. The morning is still hours away. The night passes the way nights do in this part of the world. Slowly, warmly, full of small sounds that are not sounds at all. The settling of stone, the shift of water in the harbor, the almost imperceptible trembling of the earth that the locals have learned to sleep through. By midnight, even the last oil lamp in the last tavern has been extinguished. By the second hour of the morning, even the bakers are still resting. By the fourth hour, the only light is the moon and the distant stars and the faint, barely visible glow from somewhere deep within the mountain. But you are already asleep by then, and in your sleep, Pompeii is eternal. The stones are warm, the fountain trickles. The bread waits in the oven for morning. Sleep now, sleep. Until next time, sleep well. From History ZZZ.